Hello everybody, welcome back to Andrew's Quest, and I'm continuing on with the formula that I devised, something's in my eye, sorry, that I devised for success, or for my journey and how I implement it into my life. If you're not following what I'm saying, I began explaining why I called this Andrew's Quest, then I explained how that was an inspiration for the formula from my childhood and my experiences and how I created this kind of, that's not a formula, but like the mindset that I have to become successful. And what I explained was that I focus on improving three things every single day: the mind, the body, and the spirit. I should have said the body, the mind, and the spirit, because I did the body in the previous video. Now I'm going to be talking about the mind. So, well, simply put, this one is very basic. I read a lot. That's how I focus on the mind. The mind, for me, is about learning and acquiring knowledge. The problem that I had in my life before was I would just learn and acquire knowledge without taking any action. At some point, you need to take action, which is why you should, if you're kind of like me as a person, you should start balancing, you start shifting away and like take less time from the knowledge side and put it into the action side. I still read, but I don't put as much time into that. I also, aside from reading, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos that would cater to whatever I wanted to learn about. A lot of them would be about video games, for example, if it was a specific game, or at some points even the entire video game industry, because I was fascinated with the idea of either becoming a game developer or something in that line, marketing with video games, whatever. But I was very, very, very heavily like either watching YouTube videos or articles online and just things of that nature. And over time I would watch whatever other videos of YouTube that cater to the knowledge that I wanted to acquire. Again, it just becomes a constant cycle of me watching videos or reading or whatever. Even movies, films that are like, I never really watched those, I'm not gonna lie. But like Netflix, maybe documentaries, I'd watch a lot of those. So on and so forth, you get the point. But doing that too much and not doing anything, like taking action, means you're just, you're filling up a bank that you're never going to use the funds. If my mind was a bank, a vault, I'm filling it up, but I'm never actually spending it. The money, if it was money, the knowledge. And so I realized that I just needed to cut down on the reading. I realize now that I'm explaining how to focus on your mind, and I'm saying that I've cut it down. The point is read. Okay? And if you don't like reading, listen to an ebook or whatever. There's so many ways that you can get the same knowledge. You can watch, even if you don't want to know the whole entire book, you can watch videos like what I do where I review the books. Or even in more condensed fashion, there's a lot of YouTubers that go over the entire book in like 10 minutes. So it depends how much depth you want of knowledge. So yes, I mentioned knowledge. That's the ultimate thing of the mind for me, is the knowledge. But not just knowing things. I love having knowledge, but also ability, problem solving. That's where before I would play a lot of video games, and that would appeal to me as well. It's like solving puzzles, figuring things out on your own, etc. Now, because I don't play video games anymore, I started to try to learn languages. And I use it in the plural sense, but really I've only been trying to learn one language so far, which is my background language, Italian. I've always known basic, fundamental Italian, but not fluently. How do I learn my language? Every day I have an app called Duolingo. If you want to learn a language, get Duolingo. It's great. It has most languages. This is not a thing. I just actually use this app every single day. Get Duolingo. I have Duolingo for Italian, and my goal is to do 2 of the things every day. That you'll understand what I mean if you actually ever use it. And it actually does a great job of building the skills of becoming fluent in a language. So much so that as you progress, because I was in the earlier phases of this app, game, whatever, I already knew the basics, so I flew through it. Now I'm further ahead. And it's not so much that I struggle, it's more that it makes you have to, like, it will make you, if each day, sometimes the strength bars of the different lessons will decay. And then you have to go back and fill them up again. So now that's, because I'm further along in this tree, it looks like a tree kind of, because I'm further along, I have to keep going back and redoing them. So it helps you reinforce the lessons of that you did, right? And if you really want to be learning, if you want to learn properly, that's a great way to do it. And that's my thing that I do every day. So I do 2 Duolingos every day. I try to read something every day. Now, lately, because I've been doing these, I haven't been reading as much. But if you take what I read in one day, sometimes it'll span out to the average that I would have wanted every day anyway. So, and I'm playing catch up on the action side, so I give myself a free pass. But I still read. I still read because obviously I've been doing this, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, on the Thursday for Knowledge. So, yeah, just, that doesn't mean everyone has to just sit and read all day, every day, or whatever. Just whatever form of acquiring knowledge and improving your mind. Maybe you want to do little puzzles like Sudoku or whatever online, or cognitive puzzles. I heard those ones don't actually translate to real world development, but they still help your brain actually work as a muscle. My hair was like there. So, simply put, keep improving your mind. Why? Well, I'm not claiming you need to know everything, but I'm sure if you can contribute to a conversation with some knowledge backing you up, you're more credible as a person. I'm sure if you read something, here's a saying actually, and I don't know why I haven't mentioned it yet. Always remember something. You don't know what you don't know. What? You don't know what you don't know. If you didn't know what Kaizen was before I said a video about Kaizen, did you know that it even existed? Were you even aware of it? So you didn't know that you didn't know Kaizen. So when you read books, it doesn't matter how much you think you know. It doesn't matter how much you think you know. You're probably very likely still going to find something that you didn't know, and something you didn't know that you didn't know. Because if we're always searching for things that we know we need to know, what about the things we're not even aware of? Like, at some point in time, most people didn't know what passive income was, but I'm sure when they discovered it, and it really like resonated with them, passive income, wow, that's a great idea. I don't have to work and I make money. I just have to make something that makes me money over and over again. And I could go on forever about different things that I don't know what I don't know. And I've learned about many, many, many different things because of reading. And even like being more open-minded about, I don't know, shows and like I'm not advocating to sit and watch TV or movies. But, you know, every so often it's, you know, whatever. It's okay. But also keeping in touch with the world events and the news and just being more aware. So I guess my challenge to everyone, my thing right now is learning Italian. So whatever, not a language, but pick something that you don't, right now it's something you know you don't know. Pick something you know you don't know and make an effort to learn a little more about it. If it's finance, or if it's a soccer or like a sport that you don't know about, just learn the rules or something. Something small. Learn something new every day. That's the best way I could say it. And it's important because when you have more references to draw from as a person, especially when you need to start problem solving and figuring things out on your own with no nothing to guide you, nothing to assist you, no tools, no logic elements, just literally, this is the problem and I need to solve it. And you can draw from anything in the world. If you have more references because you're well read, you know a lot of things, it could tie into something and it could tie into a solution. Okay? That's why focusing on the mind is important. And it keeps the mind strong. And helping the body also supplements the growth of the mind. Now, you thought that this was going to be about mindset probably, but that is more, in my opinion, on the spiritual side of things, which is what I will be talking about next time. So stay tuned, keep growing together, start reading, as I said before, start exercising, or just pick some things that are better for you to grow your body and your mind, and I'll explain the spirit next time. Take care, guys. Have a great day.